We're back in a corner of the genome. The strange vortexes have completely vanished. Everything's back to normal like nothing had even happened. The sun touches the horizon, coloring the sky a brilliant shade of purple as night falls. As I look around the area in surprise, something falls on the ground with a thud nearby. It looks like some kind of black stone fell out of the portals. I cautiously pick it up. Maybe this is what was actually responsible? Odd black stone. Oh, it's one of those black stones. You beat it. There's a scampering of footsteps as someone runs up to me. You just look like a normal human. Did you really do it? It's a very small but energetic girl. Judging by how she's dressed, she's probably the daughter of some noble. What's a child like you doing in a dangerous place like this? A child? People are always judging things by how they look. I could have taken that wailing legion by myself. If you've got any talent at all, how about paying a little attention? She glares at me with her eyebrows twitching, and bloodlust rising. There's a cold dread rising in the pit of my stomach. The sheer force of her power washes over me. I can't tell how much magic she has in that small body, but it's far beyond anything that I suspected at first glance. You won't get away with calling me a child a second time. Got it? Alright. Eh? It's a human. Kinda surprising. As I'm trying to figure out what's going on, another unknown girl speaks, catching me by surprise again. I thought in this place it'd be a demon. And why are you mad, Lifia? The silver-haired girl smiles lazily as she asks the pouting girl. I don't want to say it. If you don't tell me why you're mad, I won't know. These two aren't ordinary humans. That feeling in my stomach isn't going away as I look at them. All I can feel is endless magic from the two of them. Is there something on my stomach? Don't stare so much. Ah, that was rude. Sorry. I accidentally offended her, so I was trying to be very careful to understand you before I said anything. Okay, all better. She smiles again like she doesn't even care. I can't deny that her smile is cute and beautiful on her, but there's something mysterious about it that unnerves me. No point in sulking. Let's introduce ourselves and get off on the right foot. I'm Lifia. My job's... Oh yeah, you could say that I'm an adventurer. I'm her chaperone. I didn't want to come with her, but she made me. You're... her... I stand at attention to introduce myself to the two of them. I'm Wilfred Dion, an alchemist from Uedora.
交渉なんか聞いたことある。なんだっけ？
An alchemist. I've heard about them. What was it?
セテトリ地方では最近何かと有名なユイドラ、その中核を担っておる存在が確か交渉だったな。
Uedora has become famous in the Setatori region recently. I'm sure the reason why was their alchemists. I don't think I'm that famous.
謙遜などする必要はない。さっきの国戦人は生半可なものが超えられる代物ではなかった。
Don't be so humble. Some slacker wouldn't have been able to beat the Wailing Legion.
だね。人間でもかなり強い方だってエブリーヌが認めてあげる。
That's right. Even though you're human, I can tell you're really strong. The two of them lavish compliments on me as I squirm in awkward embarrassment. I need to change the topic so I can calm down. Oh yeah, you said something just now. What's the Wailing Legion?
何って見ての通りでしょ。さっきの薄気味悪いところがそう。
What? It's just like you saw. All that weird stuff a few minutes ago. You two know more about it.
イオラも全てを理解、把握したわけではないが。
I can't say that I understand all of it. We know almost nothing. Could you at least tell us what you know? I'll trade you something as an alchemist for your information. Since I'm supposed to be investigating this, I need to learn as much as I can. Leafia closes her eyes for a moment and thinks.
お主と世が会合したのは天の廃材というやつかもしれんな。
It must be destiny that we met someone like you.
だが詳しい話はユイドラに行ってからしよう。さすがにこんな場所での長話は避けたい。
But let's not talk until we get to Uedora. I don't want to just hang around here.
サンタリアじゃないの？宿は向こうで取ってあるのに。
You mean Santaria? That's where our inn room is.
せっかくだ。ユイドラ観光としゃれ込むのも悪くあるまいて。
This is a good chance to go on a little tour and have some fun around Uedora.
ああ、それは楽しそうかも。ウィルフレドだっけ？案内よろしくね。
Oh, that could be fun. Wilfred, was it? Please show us the way. Thank you both. Leave guiding to me. The two mysterious girls nod. We leave Kanya as it begins to get dark. We spend the next couple days uneventfully returning to Uedora. We finally arrive back home after a few short side trips to satisfy Leafia's curiosity. It's around dinner time, so they both insist on trying Uedora's food as the very first thing they did. I bring them to the usual bar, and after introducing them to the old man, we all sit down to eat.
いやはや、ユイドラ恐るべし。工房都市と言われるだけはあるな。
Oh, wow. Uedora is crazy. No wonder they call it the Workshop City. Ever since we entered the gate, Leafia's been looking here and there in rapt curiosity. She's fascinated by the city, and acting just like the child she appears to be.
甘い。ユイドラのぶどうも甘くて美味しい。
Delicious. Uedora's grapes are sweet and tasty, too. On the other hand, Eveline's not interested at all. She bought grapes on the way in, and has been eating them ever since. She just shook her head whenever I asked if she wanted to know anything, and kept happily eating.
サンタリアでもそうだったけど、セデトリ地方のブドウってなんでこんなに甘いのかな。
They were like this in Santaria too. Why are the grapes in Setatori so sweet? The two are beginning to attract attention with their strange behavior. There are also some who realize that they're not ordinary humans, and keep a very cautious eye on them. Thanks for waiting. And just like you asked, this was made with Setatori's local specialties. Thank you, old man. Hey, Leafia, the food's going to get cold. She runs back to the table and eagerly begins eating. It's a fancier dinner than usual, but it's worth it. The old man definitely knows how to cook, too. We enjoy our meal for a while.
さて、そろそろ国戦人について話題を移そうか。
Okay, we should talk about the Wailing Legion eventually. I nod and put my food aside to focus on this. To begin with, just what is this Wailing Legion?
あれは地上そのものを霊魂の類とし、一区画を丸ごと覆い尽くすというキーなるもの。
It's a kind of spirit that seeps into the land itself, covering an entire area in that weird stuff.
リジェネール地方を中心にして、近年増殖の一途をたどっておる現象だ。
It's been happening more and more often in recent years, centered around the Digino region.
エブリーヌたちも旅の途中で偶然発見しただけ。国戦人って名前をつけたのもリフィアなの。
We just found it by chance while we were traveling. Leafia named it the Wailing Legion. I see. Why'd you call it that?
一つだけ入り口があるけど、入ったら最後。母体になってる魔領を滅ぼさないと一生抜け出せない。
There's just one way in, but once you're inside, that's it. You can't escape unless you kill the one that started it.
1000回泣き叫んでも逃げ出せないから国戦地。ゾクゾクしちゃうよね。
No matter how much you cry, you can't escape the Wailing Legion. Sounds thrilling, doesn't it? I guess.
とにもかくにもよくわからぬものであったため、世は興味を惹かれて渦に飛び込んだ。
Anyhow, I don't really get what it is. I was just curious, and wandered into all those portals.
そうして得たのが黒き石。ウィルフレドも持っておろう？
And then I found that black rock thing. You've got one too. When the Wailing Legion disappeared, that's what fell out of the distortion as it closed. I take the rock out of my pocket, and Leafia nods in confirmation.
世はいくつもの国戦人を渡り歩き、黒き石を集めて調査した。
I've collected a lot of these stones as I wandered around, looking into the Wailing Legion.
結果、それが根源を担っているものだというところまで突き止めたのだが。
I thought I figured out how it all worked, but... I motion for her to continue, but she turns away.
黒き石の力を利用したいって実験をしたの。
She experimented using the stone's power.
エヴリーヌ。
Eveline.
そしたらサンタリアの城壁爆発しちゃったんだよね。リフィアにものづくりの才能ないってその時に分かった。
And then Santaria's walls exploded. And that's when I learned how good Leafia is at making things.
はっきり言わんでもよいわ。まったく。世も後悔しておるというに。
Don't be so blunt about it. Honestly, I feel bad enough about that. I think I heard about that. It was a rumor at the bar about the demonfolk that was popular in Santaria. They were confusing and silly rumors about some demonfolk being accompanied by an actual devil. Does that mean that Leafia is that demonfolk?
話を戻そう。故に天の廃材であるウィルフレドに幾ばくかの協力をお願いしたいのだ。
Back to the discussion. So anyway, Wilfred, that's why I don't want to waste this chance to have your help. If I had to guess, you want me to make something that'll let you use the power of those stones. Something like that? From what I've heard so far, I don't think that's a bad idea. I'd like to help you, but...
心配せんでもよいぞ。製法自体は知恵袋魔人の力も借りて確立させておる。
No need to worry, you know? If you need a devil's help working on it, I can take care of that. No, that's not what I meant. I mean, I don't know what you want to use these black stones for. She hesitates again, and hides her face from me. However, I can't ignore or overlook this. As the one who would potentially make it, I have to know exactly what it's for.
黒仙人にはレイコンを呼び寄せ停滞させる力がある。
The Wailing Legion has the power to summon and then keep souls here.
要はその原理と手法を解明し得得したいのだ。そうすれば。
I want to learn exactly how it's done, and with what. If I do, then... Her voice trails off to nothing. There's something there that she can't bring herself to say. She wants the power to summon souls. Maybe it's to talk to someone who's died. I still don't know her exact goal, but nothing I've heard about her or seen from her makes me think that it's for evil. I'll do it. Wilfred Dion will create the item you want. I put my faith in her and respond positively. Leafia stares at me intently for a few moments.
恩に着るぞ。
I'm very thankful. She lowers her head to me in a small, demure bow.
はい、これの通りに作ってほしい。交渉なら簡単にできちゃうよね。
Here, take this. I want you to make what's shown here. It should be easy for an alchemist. And there's the recipe. Soul Seal Staff. I open up the piece of paper she gave me and read down the list of materials. They're all pretty rare and hard to find. And what's more, this Soul Seal Staff looks like it's as intricately designed as some kind of holy relic. I guess that given its purpose, it's not too surprising that it's similar to staves that the temples used, though. And this is probably going to be a big job. Just so you know, this could take a while. Do you need it by any particular date?
特に決めてはおらぬ。イオラもしばらくはユイドラを拠点として動くゆえに、都合の良い時に渡してもらえれば良いぞ。
None in particular. We'll be staying around Uedora for a while, so you can just give it to me when it works for you.
せっかくだからユイドラの近くも観光してみたい。面白そうだし。
Since we're here, I want to go sightseeing around Uedora. It looks interesting. Both of them smiled cheerfully. Okay, I'll accept it as a formal request then. I'll do what I can for you. I begin working on it the very next day. Alright, what do we need for it? Money. Remove these. Soul Seal Staff. Is it key? No, it must be weapon then? Yeah, weapon. Beads. Well, it's angel beads, so I'm not too concerned about those. I think that one shield is the only other thing that uses them at the moment, so... Divine Bones were the mine. So those are easy enough to get. I was a bit worried when he said that these were all rare materials, but aside from the bones, this is simple enough, so just need to go and get those bones, I suppose. Which really just makes me even more happy that, again, still got Kohaku and didn't do her thing yet. God bless this place. Let's see, before that though, can we... No, unsurprisingly it was a one-time thing. Or no, was it here? No, it was here. But yeah, it was a one-time thing. Not unexpected, can't go back into it. The door into my workshop suddenly bursts open, and Lethia charges in.
ほうほう、これがウィルフレドの工房か。知的好奇心をくすぐる作りだ。
Oh ho, so this is your workshop. It tickles my intellectual curiosity. Saying that while grabbing my tools without permission is just like you. So, what's the matter?
調子はどうかな、様子見。もう完成した？
How are things going? Finished it yet? You just asked for it the other day. You said that you didn't need it in a hurry.
そういうわけじゃない。ただお兄ちゃんが近づいてきてるから、しばらく身を隠すって伝えに来ただけ。
That's not the problem. It's just that he's getting close, so we needed to let you know we'll be hiding for a while. I don't understand what she's trying to say at all. She shakes her head in annoyance.
G とその従者、さらにバーと退役将軍、総合4人にヨラは追われておる。
There's my grandfather and his servant. Also that old lady and the retired general. All 4 of them are after me.
皆が皆心配性でな。嬉しくもあり、悲しくもありだが。
They're all such warriors. It's nice, but it also makes me a little sad. It sounds kind of like her family, but from the composition, there's probably not much ordinary about them. Given her clothes, she's probably from a well-off family. I wonder just what kind of family it is. Even so, shouldn't you try not to make old people worry?
そのセリフ、まずバーに聞かせたいものよな。
That's exactly what the old lady said.
間違いなく頭グリグリされちゃうね。ご愁傷様。
Your head's all messed up. No mistaking it. I'm so sorry. Huh? What?
というわけで、ヨラはしばらく身を隠す。その間も、ちゃんと作成の段取りを進めるのだぞ。
So anyway, I'm going to be hiding for a while. Make sure you keep on working on it.
バイバイ。
Bye bye. The two of them leave as chaotically as they came, without waiting for me to answer. Okay, didn't expect that. Is there another one? No? Alright. Good to go get the bones then. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Alright, bones have been acquired. Staff has been made. It's actually usable too, probably better than the one she starts with. Also SP regen, that'll be nice on her. Her stuff's expensive. It's done. I finished the Soul Seal staff that Lethia wanted. It took a lot more work than I expected. Using Lethia's staff as a reference, I made this one almost identical to it. I just need to make sure it works. I made it exactly as she requested, but I'm not sure how to actually test it. I'll ask her about it when I give it to her. That reminds me. Those two seemed interested in the hot springs around here. If possible, I should give them a chance to experience one in Uedora. Well, it's already down, so... Lethia and Eveline eventually wander back to Uedora. I give her the Soul Seal staff, and she looks over it with deep interest. It seems like they've taken care of whoever was chasing them. She's completely relaxed again as she examines it. I made it just like you instructed, but I can't tell if it works. Or maybe it's more accurate to say that I can't tell because I can't use it.
それは織り込み済みであるゆえに問題ない。
I've already taken that into account. Don't worry about it.
試すにふさわしい場所は追っ手を巻くついでに見つけておいた。
I found somewhere we can test it while I was losing our pursuers. The two of them tell me some big news they've heard about the Wailing Legion. A particularly big monster that's part of it showed up at the edge of the Yusof River, in some underground ruins. So it's not just Digino.
漏れてるのかも。国戦人ができるような邪悪なものがこっちにまで。
It could be leaking out. It won't be long until the Wailing Legion comes here.
なに、心配する必要はない。世の目的は国戦人の解明。ついでであるし、ヨラの手で全て沈静化してやろう。
What? There's no need to worry. We wanted to learn more about them. We'll go take care of them ourselves. Haha, good to hear. Thanks. Okay, as soon as we're ready, we should go investigate the Yusof River. And there it is. Yep, Wailing Legion.
その前にだ。お主は興味深いものを作っておるな。
Before that, didn't you make us something interesting?
温泉。
Hot spring. You mean, you want to go in it?
まあ、そういうわけだ。
Well, pretty much. They're really interested in it. I show them to the hot spring in my yard right away. They excitedly rush into the locker room to change. I can't help but smile seeing how openly happy they are. Although, I'm still here even after showing them the spring. Leafia said it was a reward for me, for making her staff, and for being nice to her. I told her that she didn't need to, and she was adamant about it. I get undressed while still shaking my head in disbelief. After turning it over in my mind one more time, I put my hand on the door.
やっと来たか。何をしておったのだ？
You're finally here. What took you so long? The view is too dazzling for words. Leafia and Evelyn aren't even trying to hide despite being completely naked. I gather my courage and push the door open.
入り口で立ってたら風邪ひいちゃう。早く温泉に入った方がいいと思う。
You'll get cold if you just stand over there. Hurry up and get in here. Yeah, you're right. I try to hold my uncomfortableness with this whole situation down, and pour a bucket of hot water over myself. The jolt of hot water does help a little bit. The two of them prop themselves up on the rocks in the spring and watch me.
入り口の桶ってそういう風に使うんだ。入る前に湯をかぶったのはなんで？
So that's what you use the bath at the entrance for. Why do you cover yourself with hot water before you come in?
きっと身を清めるためであろう。違うか？
It's to clean yourself off, right? That's not wrong exactly, but the reason is so your body's not as shocked by the sudden change of temperatures. First put your legs in, then your abdomen, and then let your whole body get used to the heat.
なかなかに奥が深いな。なあ、ウィルフィレドよ。もっと温泉について教えてくれないか？
It sounds pretty deep. Hey, Wilfred, can you teach us more about hot springs?
エブリーヌも聞きたい。いっぱい学んでお兄ちゃんをびっくりさせたいから。
I want to know too. I want to learn a lot and surprise him. I nod in agreement, then begin telling them all that I know. It's good for calming myself down. and I put their nakedness completely out of my mind.
やはり北と南では全く文化が違うようだな。世の生まれた地ではこのように湯を大量に溜めて入るなどせんかったぞ。
The North and South have really different cultures. The land I come from doesn't have any hot water pools like this. If you want to be exact, hot springs come from the east. They came to Uedora because trade with Disneyfrodi began to prosper.
話を聞いてたらなんか東方に行ってみたくなった。
Hearing that makes me want to go to the east.
エブリーヌもか。世も同感であるぞ。
You too, Eveline. I feel the same way.
目標を早く達成できたらお兄ちゃんと一緒に東へ遊びに行きたいな。
If we can wrap this up quickly, we can take him to go play in the east with us. Eveline closes her eyes. It looks like she's thinking of her home, and whoever this man she's talking about is. I wonder just what happened that made them come to the south in the first place. Why did you two come all the way down here from the north anyway?
前も申したが、詳しきことは話せぬ。だが、大使に基づいて行動しておる。くれぐれも悪事などと一緒にするでないぞ。
I told you before I can't tell you the details, but it's a really big dream. It's not some crime, you know?
そういう割にはいっぱい寄り道するよね。いつになったら果たせるのかわかんない。
We've had a lot of side trips. Who knows when we'll finish it?
それはそれ、これはこれだから仕方なかろう。大使と己の知的好奇心は別腹というわけよの。
Well, you know, you can't really help that. Dreams and curiosity are two totally different things.
すっごく都合いい気がする。そんなところが面白くて飽きないからいいけど。
I think it's worked out well. It's fine because it's always interesting and never boring. You two get along really well. They get along really well, and it feels like they always know what the other's going to say. I smile despite myself. They remind me of how Laguna and I are.
さて、長風呂してのぼせても大変だ。休憩がてらウィルフレドの背中を流してやろう。
Okay, it'll be bad if I stay in the bath too long and get dizzy. I'll take a break and wash your back, Wilfred. Yeah? But why would you suddenly...
ねぎらうって入る前に言った。ご奉仕しなきゃエブリーヌが嘘つきになっちゃう。だから逃がさない。
I told you I'd thank you before you came in. I'd be a liar if I didn't serve you. Do not run away. All that fascinating visual distraction I managed to put out of my mind comes racing back in an instant. I don't know how old they are, but they're certainly very attractive. No matter where I look, I'm going to get into trouble.
ほれ、おとなしくするがよいぞ。ヨラの奉仕をとくと味わい、身に余る光栄をかみしめるのだ。
Come on, be a good boy. Enjoy our treat all you want. Maybe it's even more than you deserve. Wahahaha. My physical fatigue is wiped away by the experience, but it's replaced by a strange but pleasant mental exhaustion. Yay, more money for the staff. Well, at this point, part of the reason I was stocking the store earlier was so we can get these done finally. Let's start with you. Still, I can wait a bit longer for that. Not like there's any rush to do it. Still plenty I'm waiting on to sell. And it'll sell before too long. Anything else before we head off? No, doesn't look like it. To the Yusuf Riverbed. Sealed Darkness. Wait, 55? Wasn't... No, this was 50. I thought it was 60. Oh no, you know what? Yours was 60. Is that what it was? No, yours was also 50. Maybe I'm just going insane. That's also an option. Sealed Darkness. Time to test the Soul Seal Staff.